What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Sean from 4GLU, 4 Geeks Like You, and you're now tuned into my review of Danganronpa.
Danganronpa. Reality slips far away, fiction comes alive, we start to play. Hope is no more behind the closed door as we drift away from where we were before. Hope and hopelessness become one, it's all meaningless, we've already begun. Yup, we are all one and the same, never opposites, we play the same game.
Walk the line between hope and despair, running from the truth but it's already here. Told so many lies, I don't know if they can find me, only one life to live.
So this is episode 2, it's called Kill Free or Live Hard. And it starts off with Nagi. And he's in his room, he's checking out his room, trying to get situated, and he sees that his bathroom door can't be opened correctly. And when he does that, when he's trying to open the door, Mono, or the principal, comes in and helps him out. But he also tells him that, you can't take showers at night, you have to lock your door up, things like that. So after all that happens, Mono leaves, and Nagi goes into Maizono's room because she's crying. She's worried about everything that's going on, and trying to get herself situated as well, because now again the students have to kill. So when he's talking to Maizono, they come up with the idea that they should switch rooms. So Maizono goes to Nagi's room and Nagi stays in Maizono's room, and the scene ends where Maizono is like looking down. And it's sort of like she's contemplating something, but we never really get to touch on that because when we wake up in the morning, Maizono is dead. And, the rest of the students are like, what's going on here? She's dead, but they're sort of calm. The majority of students are calm. The only one that's not calm is Nagi, and that's because Nagi just found his best friend, or the only person who he could really relate to, dead in his bathroom. So if he hadn't switched rooms, then, Maizono would have been alive, but he's placing the blame on himself. But in the meantime, everybody has to link back up in the gym, and Monomono's like, yeah, well, Maizono's dead, so now we actually have to go about doing something else because I didn't do it. And everybody else is like, whoa, it has to be you, it wasn't me. They're like, no, well, you already know who it is, it's one of you. So the students are looking around like, well, it's not like anybody's going to come forward and say it was me, because then we'll be in some shit and I'll be looked at as a killer. But Junko, who is the pop star, the most famous girl, she's on magazines and everything, she's like, well, I'm not doing any of that. And the principal, Mono, comes down, he's like, well, I'm scared, trying to be sarcastic, and she steps on his face. And when she steps on his face, Monomoto's like, well, you remember before when I told you that you're not supposed to strike the principal, it's against the rules? Yeah, well, you're about to get punished right now. And when that happens, these spikes come out of his body and they kill Junko, like right in front of everybody. So it's basically like, yeah, well, I didn't kill Maizono, but I did kill Junko. And like the spikes just come out and she just burst. Like she's just torn apart. And it was like, wow, like, oh, okay. He's like, well, I'm just giving you guys an example. You don't mess with me, because if you mess with me, that'll happen. But, right after that, this message comes on everybody's phone. And when the message shows up, it's saying that, Maizono died in Nagi's room. And everybody else is like, whoa, like, what's going on here, Nagi? And he's like, well, it wasn't me. We actually asked, to switch rooms. And the students are like, nah, we're not trying to hear that, buddy. You most likely killed her since you were the last one to see her, and she died in your room. So they turn their backs on Nagi, and after this happens, they go off to try to find out who actually killed her, because Monomono's like, these are the rules. You're going to have to figure out who killed who, because if it's not like you just kill somebody and then you graduate or you're able to leave the school. No, it's not that easy. You have to kill somebody and then hide the fact that you did it, so nobody else can find out that you did it. So what happens is that after somebody dies, the students have to get together and try to decipher who actually killed who. And they have to go down to this judicial room, or this room, or courtroom, and they have to pick the person. And the students that actually are prosecuting the student that they think killed somebody, if they're right, then that person that's been prosecuted is killed. But if they're wrong, then the students that are prosecuting are killed. So it's crazy. It's like a die situation. It's madness. But towards the end, you know, you have Togami, and he's going into the rooms trying to figure out, you know, who killed who, the knife, everything. And Naegi plays a tape or a DVD, and it shows that Mizuno's group that she was a part of is dead now. So at the end, all the students are going down to the courtroom to place judgment on Naegi, and they're like, "Yo, well, we have to basically put you up on the plaque, dude. Like, she died in your room, so we're going in for you." And that's pretty much where the anime episode ends, where Naegi is basically on the plaque right now, or it looks like he's on the plaque, and that's pretty much it. I definitely enjoyed this issue. I mean, this episode. It's really getting interesting, and you know, initially I'm looking at it that maybe Mizuno killed herself, or is not dead and is pretending to be dead, so everybody can go chaotic. And at the end, when everybody kills each other, she's gonna pop out like, "Well, I just did it so I can survive easily." You know, she took the coward way out to pretend like she was dead. But guys, again, like I said last week, definitely watch this anime. It's on episode 2 right now, so you can easily catch up. And it's definitely worth a watch. You have students killing students. They're trapped in this school. You definitely want to follow this, especially if you're a fan of the Persona series. Definitely follow this, guys. I'm telling you. I would definitely give this episode a 5 out of 5. And this is Sean from 4GLU, for Geeks Like You. Stay tuned for more reviews, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. Have a good one.